What's up, Chalans? Welcome back for another one. Today we're going to be installing the Detroit speed adapter to be able to put the F-body master slave cylinder for the hydraulic setup. So check it out. I already got the booster off, which was a pain. 4 bolts to get it off. Here's the part on the floor. Let me go and show you. So this is my old and crusty, I believe to be original booster. There are the 4 mounting points and the rod. So the rod has a clip on the inside you remove with the screwdriver. And then the 4 bolts are 5/8, I believe. No, 9/16. 9/16. And here's the plate. I'm gonna have to be marking this hole here and cutting it out once I apply the bolts, maybe at least 2 of them to tighten it up against the firewall. And then we're gonna be cutting that out. Somebody had already been in here before me. I mean, the car is old, so they had this, well, nice and crusty plate on there, but it kept some of the heat out, and I had to remove it just to do the cutout. So let's go ahead and get that going. All right, so I made the hole. I still got to do a little more cleaning up. I'm not gonna lie to you, to me it's a hack job. So once you remove this plate, it is not the prettiest because there was already an existing hole there you got to add to. I'm gonna see how much more I can clean that up, but it's not too pretty. Okay, so I got the rod in. It's not bolted yet, but I wanted to see the position. Obviously my hack job isn't the prettiest, but oh well, that's the best I can get it with what I got. So this is the TIC Performance Tilton F-Body 98-02 kit. Let's go see what it looks like on the outside. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the outside. Really hoping everything clears. I haven't test fitted the booster yet, but hopefully it fits. The plate was sitting a lot more flush before I put this on. So with the Detroit speed bracket here, you have to drill and tap your plate, not drill holes into your firewall, which I didn't know. Because if you try to drill the holes, you'll get the left one in, but the right one is literally right behind the fuse box. So I can't do anything with that. I did do some research. I did find a video. I can't remember the guy's YouTube name, but he did say he had to drill and tap. Not drill because it already comes drilled, but you do have to tap your threads for the stock F-body master. And since I'm using this one, which I had sitting around on the shelf, it's gonna have a small gap in the bottom because you have to run the bolts, which are, have a bigger head. But that's fine as long as it works and bolts up and everything is good to go. And I'm gonna run it. If not, then I'll just have to maybe tap this plate and run thicker bolts, or buy another plate and go from there. Okay, so I got the brake pedal off. I'm seeing a lot of videos where people are like, oh, it's so easy and this and that. Yeah, maybe for like a skinny person or something. But one side, the nut side, is 11/16, or at least that's what I use, 11/16. And the hex head is a 5/8. So I had to use double ratchets. It was kind of a pain to get in there. I'm gonna have to remove this bracket here for the brake light switch and mount it onto my new, I believe it's AMW pedals, and go from there. Just want to have everything ready so when the time comes to swap out my transmission, it's going to be hopefully a lot easier. Okay, so we got the booster back on. We're getting the 4 bolts tightened up already. So I started off by putting the bottom ones first. That way I know I have a little more room to get to the top ones. It is still kind of a tight fit, so you have to have, smaller tools or whatever. Which in this case, I mean, this isn't really small, but it's a standard size. To break them loose though, the first time I was using a slightly bigger one. I couldn't get the ratchet end on there because it's too fat, so that sucked. And yeah, so 4 bolts are on there. The pedals are on there. Don't mind the mess. But the clip doesn't seem to fit. It's a different size on the AMW setup. I've been struggling with it probably for about 30 minutes, and then I tried it on the old one and it went right on. So it's going to be a different size pin, or maybe if I'm doing something wrong and just go ahead and reach out. I want to say this is a 3/8 pin and the other one's slightly smaller. So I got to go look for one of these. And I put a E-clip on there, just temporary, until I find that clip. But I wouldn't say it's ideal. I don't think it's as safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just look for that, get that ordered, or maybe buy it in person if I find it at the auto parts store. Overall though, the installment wasn't too bad, but yeah, it was very time consuming. You can't see anything down there, but no, can't see anything really. There you go, kind of. Let's go ahead and get the master back on the booster.